Hi, it's Ewan Ellery here making bonsai in Australia, and in this video I'm going to turn this Willow Leaf Ficus into a bonsai. So I have done another video on another Willow Leaf Ficus that was pretty much just a bit of a stump. So this one here has got a lot more taper rather than just being a bit of a stump with a few little branches going off it. So hopefully I'll have a fair bit more to work with this time around. I will leave a link to that other video just above so you can check out that if you like. So you can see there's a lot of roots that are kind of curled around and over the top of each other, so I'm going to have to do quite severe root pruning on this one. Put that in another pot. Okay, so just a big matted knotted clump, so I'm just going to rinse this out. There's a few worms in there, but I'll pour out the bucket of water once I finish rinsing it and hopefully they'll live, and then I can see what I'm working with. So I've got it mostly rinsed out. Those worms are still hanging on in there. Put them away. So now I'm going to have to figure out what I actually want to do with all these roots. So from the onset there's a few that I'll definitely be getting rid of. So this one here, it's just kind of sitting up way too high, especially as I'll be bringing down the root pane from where it currently is. There's a root there that I kind of, big one that kind of comes up again, and I kind of half broke that off. I was trying to clean up there, rake out the roots, so get rid of that. And you can see this big fat one which kind of comes straight back up after it kind of curls under this other root, so I might actually cut that off before it curls under the other root. Probably end up cutting it back a little bit further. Hopefully I'll get some more kind of radial roots coming out from where that was. And probably keep that one there. Just get rid of the part that shoots up into the sky. And another really high one there. Just a bit too high. Now I've got another one here which kind of comes around over the top of a whole bunch of the lower roots, which I'll probably keep over the top of those and then down. Now it does just look, it's not coming out radially at all, and it's a bit weird, so I'm going to get rid of that. Haven't pruned it straight back to the flush with the trunk yet, because this little root here, probably get rid of that too. So it looks interesting, that root. I wasn't sure whether I'd keep it just as a bit of a weird dynamic, but it just looks bizarre really. So prune that back, and just get that a bit more flush with the trunk. All of that's likely to be it's going to be above the soil line. Clean off that. Okay, so I am going to be putting this in quite a shallow pot, so that being the case, I really don't want all of these deep roots, and either way I wouldn't be wanting them, so yeah, it's just going to be a matter of trying to cut off enough, but not too much that it really damages the tree. So unfortunately most of the feeder roots seem to be low down. Just going to have to try and keep as many of the higher up ones as I can. So start getting rid of some of these, just to get rid of that bottom mass, and then I can tidy it up and figure out exactly where I'll prune them back to. These ones down the bottom there are kind of coming from the opposite side here. It's just such a big mess. That one kind of comes back too far, so just keep the one that's moving out. This one here just comes way too far down, so it's also coming back at a angle I don't like, so I'm going to prune that back to just below where that feeder root's coming for now. Yeah, we've got one wrapping around from over here to this side, and I believe it kind of comes down a little bit too far as well, so I'm actually going to get rid of that pretty close in. So, still way too high there, so hopefully I can keep a couple of those feeders and it will fit in the pot. Yep, that should actually just about do it. And I've got this one here which kind of comes out and fairly far around, which isn't really coming out at the angle I would like, but yeah, just want to keep as many of these feeders as I can. Alright, so just get a drainage screen down in this pot. And just put a thin layer of soil on. And just another one here that's going to be, it's not long enough to reach where the soil is going to be, and so get rid of that, but the one next to it should hopefully will be fine. Okay, so just giving it a bit of water now, yeah, just to keep those roots as healthy as possible while I then start to work on the top. So I've mounted the soil a little bit more, just to try and cover some of the higher up roots. Yeah, needed to keep as many feeders as I could. Some of those were higher, a bit too high for the plot. So yeah, that mound should hopefully keep them healthy, and then yeah, as time progresses I can make the top of the soil there a little bit more level. So now I need to start working on the canopy. I am kind of a little bit spoiled for choice in terms of the front of the tree now. that's an okay front. There's a little bit of character there. You can see the spread of the roots, and you can kind of see the roots on this side here. Maybe if I tilt a little bit more, might be easier. But I do quite like this as the front. Just even, yeah, you can see that immediate spread, and then you can see these roots here on the side. So I'll work with that for now, which means this being the front, on this side just needs to get rid of some of those branches that are in the way. Just for now, I'm leaving, so for instance this branch here that's coming out on the side might be a useful branch to keep in future. But then, so we've got this trunk up here, and then there's another one which kind of blocks it, so getting rid of that branch. It's just all of the branches that kind of get in the way of the view. On the back as well. On the back there's a central branch that just goes straight out towards the viewer, where that to be the front, so get rid of that. And another. And you can see that the branch is coming out on the side here, so I'll keep that, but then a little one in there that's just going straight up. It's not the leader there, so don't need that. Yeah, another one going straight up. Want the one that's fading out. Same for this one that's coming out on the side here. On the side here, so you can see this branch which is coming out kind of horizontally, and then there's another one doing the same thing right behind it, just sticking up too straight, so get rid of that. Clean that stump a bit more. There is another one that's coming up a little bit there as well, but it's not coming straight up, and these two kind of in a similar plane, so yeah, I'm not sure if I'll keep both of these branches, so I'm just going to leave that a while just to let me have a bit more to work with. Now this it's a broken branch there, so this one's definitely going to be my leader, and that being the leader, I really want to try and get rid of this big protrusion. So I'm just going to try and whittle that down a little. So this one here, I'm thinking, yeah, I might actually kind of get rid of that. It kind of sits out. This is one coming out on the side. This one's just a bit up behind it, and kind of, yeah, kind of need to keep the stump there a little bit too prolific where I keep that branch, so I'm going to get rid of it. And because it's gone, I can chop this stump back a little bit more. Now that I've pruned that back a little, so I'm definitely going to keep this branch coming off to the side there, and then this one just adds a lot more noise having that there, so having that gone, this sits fine because it's on the opposite side there, offset a little. So yeah, just the branch positioning there is a little bit better. So now it's just going to be a matter of pruning back these branches here. So I don't want the branches, the little buds that are coming inwards on that one, because they're kind of coming into where the leader is. So keep the ones that are heading out. That one's just moving a little bit down towards that one, so keep a little bit of distance, and then keep these ones that are coming out back this way a little more. Thin those out a bit too. Okay, and this one, got one there that's shooting up, going straight. Get rid of that. Preference to the ones that are fanning out a bit more. And this one here is just getting a little bit too long. And too high. Yeah, so just kind of again, just trying to keep a little bit of distance in that branch from the main leader. And the leader has a branch kind of poking out straight in front, so get rid of that. There's kind of two coming out from the same spot in the center there, so get rid of one of those. And this one here I think is actually coming out a bit too far and in the way of those branches. Don't need it to, and those are the side branches and that's the leader, so get rid of that. Then thin this out a little. that was just another one where, came out from the trunk straight in front of all those other branches. So try and focus on these ones. One here that just goes backwards. So now it's really just trying to get this into profile a little bit. So just bring that back a touch. So here is my new Willow Leaf Ficus Bonsai. So yeah, it's got a fair bit of potential, similar to the last one that I'd had. It has got quite a bit of a stumpy area where it had been pruned back, but yeah, hopefully if it if it survives, given the amount of root pruning that I've put into it, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, look, I hope you enjoyed this video or took something from it. If you have, then please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to be notified of my future videos as I release them. But look, thanks for your time today. Enjoy. Bye.